Hi, my name is Kelly Amos, and I'm a fitness and nutrition specialist. And today, for your tiny health tip, I'm going to give you some ideas on just maybe some different things that you can do for your picky eaters to get them to eat healthier food. I had kind of two picky eaters. One of them was really picky, and one of them really didn't like meat until he was in 6th grade. So I had to be a little bit creative with how I prepared their food. My daughter was a good eater, but she doesn't like her, to this day, she doesn't like her food to touch. So her salad looked like this. She would have a bowl of lettuce, and then she would have a ramekin of her broccoli, whatever veggies, her peppers, and her carrots. So if I separated everything, she would eat it. The other thing is, with her salad, she didn't like purple. So I would take out the purple, anything that was purple, she wouldn't eat. And with the broccoli, she prefers hers steamed, whereas my son prefers his raw. And so I would steam hers, and she doesn't like the stems, so I would cut off as much of the stem as I still wanted her to eat a little bit because there's different nutrients in the stem than in the flour. And that way, if I cut the most off, she would still be getting some, but she didn't see that it was a lot. Now, that just sounds like that's a lot of high maintenance. Well, it is, except for I am meeting her halfway. So she is still going to eat this healthy food, and I'm acknowledging that she likes it a certain way. So I'm showing her that it's okay as long as you're going to eat it. I'll do whatever will make you happy. I'm not letting her control what it is that she's eating and deny, she's not going to eat it. So I'm meeting her halfway. On the days that we would be super busy and I wouldn't be able to separate everything, I would apologize to her and explain to her why I couldn't. So she knew that it was still important to me that I took care of her in that way, and that way she was more likely to be willing to eat it. Another thing that you might do is just make it look, this is not very pretty because I'm not very creative. I've seen some really cool ones on Pinterest. But you can take hummus or yogurt if you want to do this with fruit. You can take hummus and just cut up your fruit and make it like a little tree. This is a little bit too big for the broccoli for littler fingers, but you can cut it up into little bits, and so you can make it more of a more entertaining and more of a fun meal to do. One of the things I would do with my son, who is pickier for other reasons, we called them specials, and so I would make him French toast, and I would cut them into little shapes. I would take cookie cutters, and you could do this with French toast. You could do it with, we weren't big on pancakes, but anything that you could, even sandwiches, whatever. But, I've got little moons, little leaves, little hearts, Christmas time, I've got lots of little things. I've got flowers, I've got a hand, I've got a footprint, and of course I've got a football helmet and a softball mitt with a ball. I've got tons, Batman. So you can go with teaching them shapes. You can celebrate holidays, and so you can get them to eat different things only because it's in a different shape. They might be more willing to try it. Another thing that you can do is we would make our own chicken nuggets. So you can just take chicken breasts just take chicken breasts, cut them in whatever size you want, roll them in some egg white, just whip it up a little bit of egg white, and then I would make a blend of Italian breadcrumbs and some Parmesan cheese, some Italian seasoning, and a little bit of garlic salt. Roll them in there, bake them in the oven, and they freeze really well too. So that's a good meal prep, make ahead. My kids love, to this day, chicken nuggets are a request when they come home. So the thing is, with a kid that's a picky eater, it's important. I know some people really struggle with this, and the kids just put their heels in the ground. And the number one thing is you're the parent. So bottom line is you're the one that's in charge. But also giving them choices. So rather than making them eat all of the things there, giving them several different choices of different vegetables and telling them that they have to pick two. You just have to pick two, and you have to eat 2 pieces, or you have to eat 1 piece of that. So that way they're making the choice of what it is that they're going to eat. It's something that I'm looking back on raising my children and thinking of the things that I did that I thought I was being healthy and with my kids, and it really wasn't. So also look at the number of chemicals that you're putting into your child. So if you're thinking that they'll eat Go-Gurt, or they'll eat those little Trix things, or the whatever little kid yogurt things that they have, if you think that that's a good way to get them to eat yogurt, that's just a good way to get them to eat chemicals and sugar. So really be careful about what it is that you're doing if you do have a picky eater. Just to get them to eat, just getting them to eat chemicals is not a good plan. There are a lot of different other ideas and things, and I'm guessing that that there are people out there that have really struggled and do different things than I do, have some ideas. So this is, I'm asking those of you that are watching this to please make a comment here. This is something that a lot of parents really do struggle with, and to have some ideas on different things to do, because each kid is a little bit different. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing, and I will see you tomorrow. And hi, Dana, and thank you very much.